The Buffalo Bulls improved to 11-1 at home with an 84-72 victory over the Kent State Golden Flashes. Head coach Nate Oates joining us here on the post-game show. There has to be some satisfaction for you and your team to end a little bit of this losing streak against Kent State and get a little revenge for what they did to you a couple weeks ago and last year. Was that part of the pregame thought going into this one, Nate?
I mean, we just need to get back winning games after the Northern Illinois. We need to play well and guard a lot better. I thought, outside of the first 4 minutes of the second half, we were pretty good on defense. So the rebound, we up 12 on the glass. Just all the little stuff, all the blue collar stuff we talk about. And then it's good we made free throws. We were 11 for 15. Jeremy and CJ went 4 for 4. And, I thought Park went 3 for 4, a lot better than he was last game. So we cleaned up some of the stuff we had issues with last game.
Jeremy, who really took over this game in the second half, and from all over the court hitting shots, he pulls up, he gets to the rim. What's your favorite part about his game?
Yeah, I mean, he's a tough cover. He's a long wing. We kind of play him at the wing and the 4 both. So if they have a true 4, they really can't guard him off the dribble. And then he's a lot bigger than regular wings. So try to get him going. He kind of got himself going, got some transition buckets, the and one. Yeah, I was happy for him. He played well. And shoot, I mean, really a lot of guys. Perk had a double-double. If you look at CJ, had an unbelievable game on defense on Walker. I mean, Jalen ended up with 15 points, but he's 4 for 17 from the field. So 2 for 8 from 3. I thought CJ was really good. And, he ended up with 8, 9, and 7. I mean, he's, almost at a triple-double. So offensively, he didn't score as many as, he's used to scoring, but he's pushing a triple-double, and the defensive job on Walker really won us that game.
Yeah, those 7 assists, a career high for C.J. Massenberg. Nate, congratulations on the win, getting your team back in the right direction here, and I know you got to be happy with a bunch of home games coming up here. Congratulations on a tough, hard-fought win here tonight.
Thanks, appreciate it, Paul. Thanks,
all right,
Amy.
that's Bulls head coach Nate Oates following this victory, and we will welcome in just a moment our player of the game. You talked an awful lot about Jeremy Harris's performance, but at points throughout this entire game, Wes Clark was able to kind of keep the glue going in this game, right, Wes? When there was a little struggle point, or it felt like when your team needed a basket, you sort of responded. Is that a little bit of the way that you play basketball?
At all times we play with confidence, and I'm just filling in where it's needed. So sometimes it may be making a right pass or just defending, and sometimes it may be a couple points. So whenever we feel down and we need a little extra push, that's what I'm here for.
And talk a little bit about the locker room talk coming into this game. Obviously, it was a revenge game in terms of Kent State snapped your streak, but at the same time, you had to stay focused, and this was just another conference game. Doesn't sound right to say it like that, but what was the talk in the locker room coming into tonight?
Just trying to be focused for 40 minutes. We feel like at Kent State we played good for around 28 minutes, 27 minutes, but we never had a full 40 minutes of playing hard and playing great D. So we just wanted to really execute on that and really try to just stay locked in the whole game.
Coach Oates mentioned, Wes, 3 players in double-figure scoring, and when one of them isn't C.J. Massenberg, that's a surprise. But it also goes to the fact that it might be you on a given night, it might be Jeremy, it might be Nick Perkins, it might be somebody else. How difficult is that make you guys to guard when the opponent doesn't really know which guy they have to focus on?
Oh, man, it's tough, man, and it's also good for our team. Like, it's easy to make the right pass when you know that you got a guy over there shooting 50% and he's averaging 13, 14 points. You got 3 or 4 of them out there. So once you see the opening and see the second defender, it's easy to make that next pass, and it's easy to play with these guys, man. And CJ did a great job, not only with points. You do a great job with leading, defending. He keep everybody motivated. So CJ is our leader, man, our big-time guy. So, in all areas, he does a great job.
What's it like playing against your high school teammate in Jalen Walker coming into this one? That's got to be a little bit fun, but also some pride on the line.
Yeah, definitely. With Jalen, he's a competitor, so come from Romulus, so it's just another big game for us, something that we can really dial into, and Jalen's going to bring that extra hunger, so it's always fun getting out there with guys,
Maybe one more time for you against Jalen Walker in Cleveland. We'll see. If not, it was a pretty good matchup for you two guys here tonight. Wes Clark with 19 points in the game. Wes, thanks. Congratulations on another good effort. That's Wes Clark, the Bulls senior guard, playing a big role in getting Buffalo a win here tonight. Back on the winning front here, Amy. That's big. Nate Oates talked about it. There will be a few things that he won't like about this game, but I I think there's a lot more that he did.
You're right, and the end of the day is to go 1-0 today, and to win another MAC game is big time. But also, you know, you look at the Kent State game 2 weeks ago, and they did a lot of good things in the first half as well. Didn't lock up as well in the second half, but they lost the game. And today they won the game, and it was because they were able to continue to push on.
80 points for the 19th time this year. The Bulls end their 3-game losing streak to Kent State, get their 11th win at home, 84-72. Next up for the men, a Friday night game here at Alumni Arena against Bowling Green. But next up for us on ESPN3 tomorrow night, a huge women's showdown with undefeated Central Michigan, and the Bulls right here at Alumni Arena. We'll talk to you then. Thanks for joining us on ESPN3.